Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's White. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
They've already converted one punts on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Give to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The quick out. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Perfect timing on the hit. Keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wolverines will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Going for it all. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick give. It's White. Got an alley. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Right side, it's Marsh. Snags it and he's open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Tight end now in motion. Got some green grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making the adjustment on the play. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They're going to run it to the right. And long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They'll run it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Dante Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Might have it. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Here's Carr to throw. Caught. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. This time they'll go to the running game. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football, and there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Marshall. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Carr. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air again, Carr. Working the middle, it's complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Carr. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Left side, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Carr from the gun on third down. It's spread into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he makes the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Hits inside, it's White. Crosses the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground, he's got it again. He's past the sticks. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Cougars able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's complete. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Wolverines. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Right side, it's White. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete, but
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. More to throw for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Oh, a lot of space. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. Fourth and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So here comes the Michigan offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Sees an alley. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can...
Snags it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does hit.
And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeps it moving, it's White. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out wide right, it's Bear. Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore. Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Running inside. It's White.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The handoff. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Moore to throw. Rush is on. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The running back has it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They want that clock to run. Got the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Out wide left, it's Bear. Running wide open down the gut of the field. All the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Let's go.
Keeps it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Right back to the well. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. And send the tight end in motion. See some running room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give as they work on that clock. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense, because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Throwing more. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities.
He's going to fire deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Rush right in his face. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.